again back with you, your Vidisha ma'am, with an entirely new video for the class 10 board appearing students. In this video, I am going to explain about the 10 tips that you can follow to score very high in your board examination. And at the end of the 10 tips, I am going to tell you one bonus tip. You can follow these tips and you see there will be a miracle during your result. So do watch till the end of it. So the first tip, which is very important tip for a board appearing student who is in the study leave, is that setting a timetable. Now the question arises, how to set a timetable? Yes, I must say how to set a timetable. So the subjects that you are well prepared, allot less time for that. So how to arrange your timetable? See this green box, do first box. Here the subject which are very difficult subject and the syllabus is also lengthy. Put it in this matrix. This one is the subject is difficult but syllabus is not that lengthy than the first one. Here the syllabus is lengthy but the subject is easier. And last one, the subject is also easy and the syllabus is also easy. That is less. So in this way you can allot the time accordingly for various subjects in your timetable. Now comes the tip 2. Now as you have set your timetable, so next job is you have to practice more and more questions. So what you have to do for that, you just take some previous year questions like 10 years questions and do practice for every subject, mathematics, science, social science, even literature subjects. So whatever subjects are there in your board examinations of class 10, practice ample question papers so that any type of difficult question or any unknown question is not left with you, so that you can easily recognize the question paper in the board examination. One very important tip is the tip number 3, writing and practicing. Often it happens that you know everything, you have read everything and you are damn sure I'm going to get the good marks in the exam once I get the question paper in my hand. But it's entirely a wrong conception. You know everything that you have learned, but one thing that the mistake that you do is that you do not know how to present the answers. So for presentation you need to more practice and practice. So to write and practice whatever is difficult or whatever is unknown to you. So for that you have to make practice of every question and answers. Now the fourth tip, what kind of book are you going to read before your board examinations? Now I must say here that NCERT is more than enough. Read line by line of your NCERT book. You can find everything there. None of the question comes out of NCERT book. But yes, type of question is very important. So for knowing more and more types of question or patterns of question, for that you can follow any reference book. But some of the time it happens that some reference books also they provide you many solutions. But do not write the solutions from there, because often it happens there are some wrong answers written in those books. So you can just check it from your respected teacher of that particular respective subject, and you can even write your own, or you can find the answer from the NCERT book and then you can prepare yourself. So the next tip 5 is representation of the answers in your answer script during board examination or pre-board examination. So now you see in NCERT or in CBSE board examination there are various types of question. 1 mark question, 2 mark question, 3 mark question, 5 mark question. So what happens here, when you are writing the answers for 1 mark question, you have to write only a single sentence or one word, or in one line you can finish the answer. While for 2 marks question you can write more than one line, that is 2 or 3 lines, that is more than enough. For 3 marks question, even the answer will be lengthier. You can even add a diagram or a flow chart in this answer. And in case of 5 marks question, there may be part questions. So for part questions, you have to write every part leaving one line in between the respective parts, so that the script checker would easily understand and identify which part answers you are answering in the answer script. That is very important. That also makes your script very neat and tidy and presentable for the script checker to correct. Next point is point 6 or tip 6. Here what you have to do once. So the sixth tip for you is, after you get ample sample papers, you start practicing the sample paper. You take a clock or the timer, set the timer for 3 hours and start completing the respective subject for the particular time of 3 hours of a particular subject. And you complete the total answer and then get it corrected by one of the experienced subject teacher of your school, so that they can assess the answers properly. Whatever mistakes you are doing or whatever rectifications is required, that is very important. So do it. Now the seventh tip, health. During the preparation time for your board examination or pre-board examination, you should be healthy enough. That is, you should not eat outside food, street food, or the food from restaurant. You see, there are a lot of spices and oil in this type of food. So whatever you can eat, always try to eat homemade food that is served by your mother. The next tip, which is also very important, that is a tip 8. It is maintaining consistency. So you are preparing for your board and you have to maintain the consistency for your studies. So for maintaining consistency, you have to see the previous video that I have already mentioned there, how to maintain consistency in various ways. So the next tip, which is also very vital tip, that is a tip 9, maintaining stress. Yes, it is very obvious that when you are appearing for board, everybody near you, your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, everybody says that you are going to appear board examination, and that makes you very much stressful. So how to manage this stress? For that I have an option. You please do not make phone calls with your friend to know how much he or she has prepared, and do not ever compare your own preparation with your friend's preparation for asking. This will enhance your stress. Yes, you can obviously call your friends to talk something else, you can chat with them, but never make phone calls to know about their preparation and compare with your preparation with them. The 10th tip, which is very important, how to prepare various subjects. For literature subjects, you have to enhance your vocabulary, you have to know the format of writing letters and paragraph. Otherwise, if you write a wrong format, you are not going to get any mark. For science subject, I must say you have to practice every diagram given in your NCERT book. Even you have to practice flowcharts, diagrams. Other than that, formulas are very important in physics, and even the chemical reactions for the chemistry part. And then come the social studies. There are ample map works in geography. For that, every map work should be practiced by you from every corner of the book. In history, you have to remember the dates which are important. Even if the question paper do not ask you the date, there also if you mention the date, it is good for you to score marks. And also history contains some map work that you can practice very well. Mathematics, the very important subject, there you have to mention all the formulas, you have to write down the every step of the geometric constructions. There you have to see that there are part marking in the geometry part, where you can also score marks if you write at least some of the steps which are required for construction work. So in this way, various subjects you have to prepare in different ways, and you have to know how to prepare these subjects. Finally, the bonus tip, as usual I give you a bonus tip, that is, you have to keep in touch with your subject teachers of your school. If you have any doubt regarding any topic, you can call them, you can talk to them, or even you can go and ask the doubts to clarify it. And one very important thing is you have to keep in contact with your friends too, and you have to be in touch with your parents. When you are feeling very much stressful, you have to ask your parent to sit beside you so that you can learn the things properly, and even you can decrease your stress by talking to your parents. And very important point here, I should mention that you should not study any new topic within the gap during your examination time. Suppose you have an examination after 2 days, you should not go for a new topic or prepare it, because it is going to demotivate you for the already studied things that you have already covered.